Hey everyone, I'm back with another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the My TIE Fighter Kamione 02B. Now, this is referring to as Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Now, I've been waiting for this for a pretty long time, and I'm pretty excited for me too, because this is like the Dragon Ball Super version, and I'm very excited to review it. I already said that twice, but this is my most anticipated figure of all time. And sorry, my videos are pretty long to do. I mean, they're not that bad as sometimes editing, but I do need to work on working my editing of the videos. I mean, my edited videos are not bad. It's just I need a little bit more improvement. That's not what we're talking about. We're gonna talk about this. Well, maybe we'll start with that, but I would say that hearing the positive reviews of this figure was from last year. But actually, I do want to say Happy New Year, everyone else who make it this year, and I'm very excited for this 2026 because new figures are rising, or figures are rising, whatever it is. But I am very excited for this year. A lot of new things are coming out this year, and I'm very excited to review new figures, see new things, and lots more. But let's just take a look at the box. And the box, it says TIE Fighter. There's a little mess piece right there, but who cares? On the back, front. Well, I wouldn't say this is the front, this is the back, this is middle, my side. It's your average. And we have the roof, which is also carries the accessories of Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, which, of course, the head sculpts and everything, which we all know that most of these, for hiding for somehow. So I'm not gonna be, say the name of the person, but not that. I would have meant like that. I meant like, they usually hide these in plain sights, so to avoid copyright infringement. But that's a little something else. But aside to that, the box normally these are not bad. I don't really care for. None of us don't even care about the box or anything else, but we do care what's inside of these though too. Let's see how it is. But I would say, the figure looks great. I mean, well, the box art. That's what I meant. Looks okay, but not as bad as usual. But other than that, let's take over the real figure and see how it is. Here he is, all his glory, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Now, when I saw the C version, I thought it was really good. Which, my opinion, it is very good. I would say it's like the most accurate Z figure as possible as they make it, of how Kami-1 did it. But in the Super Blue, oh man, now Super Blue, this one is just like straight out of like the accuracy. Now the way how the figure how it looks, it really looks good. Now I can see why there's a little different color variations. I do like the shading of his belt. Not, I wouldn't say like a belt, but yeah, like the shading of his around his, I can't say like his tight, or I will just whatever. I'm just gonna pull it. I'm just gonna say a belt. His belt looks great. The way how the shades and everything. I wouldn't say the shades, but I would say the colorations of this. It looks great. I do like this actually. I really do. And the Super Saiyan Blue was not a bad choice for this. And even though how it looks like straight from the movie or even from how it was. And the way how it stands, it looks really great. I like this one. I like both the C version and the Super version because they were both great characters. Not great there are the same characters, but I would say they're both great in the anime. I would mean. They both look great. Now, the way that the painting of this figure is great. The blue is great. I did saw some like how they were gonna go for with that blue or white shaded with the tips of the spiky hair. But I I gotta say, I think it was the right choice to take off of the shading because people might not like it very much. I don't know why, but I mean, I thought I was not gonna have no problems with the white shading, but I think they did a pretty good choice. I think they made a great choice for this. Now, there are maybe some, I wouldn't say flaws by any chance. I wouldn't say flaws, but it's not really bad. It's just like my wondering, like the pants. The pants looks a little different. I get it. It was meant to be in the movie from the Super Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. I really get that and point on. But, you know, it's how it is, so I don't have no problems with the color, how accurate of the Super is. But other than that, it looks great. It looks really great. Now, let's go over the articulations. So, he can go up that far, down that far. That's pretty good. And he also can still move his little things, so you could do plenty as posable as possible, even though he has his jacket. Not as bad, not as bad. His arm can do, let me see. His arm can go this way. And his hand can go 360. Not bad. His arm, his arm, same as, it's the same as the C version, has the same accessories. No, the same articulation, which I don't mind having the same articulation. They're both good either way. Torso swivel. Very good torso. And his leg can go up that far. Bend in the knee. I wouldn't say bend in the knee, but his leg can go up that far. A spread. And his cape, oh, not his cape, his belt can also still move. So if you want to get that posability as possible, you can do any posability as you like. And they still kept his foot right here of his articulation, which is good. I kind of see why they got it from the Tonson, no, not Tonson. They got it from the SH Figure Arts Goku, which it makes sense. The new SH, I would say, the new SH Figure Arts good. Sorry, the new SH Figure Arts Goku figure is not really bad by any means. There were some little issues that people were having, such as the head, which I do kind of see what they're getting from. But yeah, and even though there are a lot more good figures are coming out this year, especially Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God, also known as the red version. I wouldn't say as a red version, but like the red coloration, which is also like the same hair as the base Goku's hair, but it doesn't really matter. It's still cool for me by any means necessary. But yeah, same articulations, really not that bad. I do like this versions of this blue because it kind of sucks for me. I didn't get the chance to see it on the theaters around that time because I didn't know it was coming out. I was a fan of Dragon Ball, but like, I really wish I did watch those movies though. The let's say the Super Broly movie. That's what I'm trying to say. Really wish I saw that because people's reactions were very crazy when they were going over crazy. And spoiler alert from everyone else, if you did not see the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, where Broly and Gogeta were fighting in this crazy battle, and it was one of the most iconic scenes ever. And I do mean that, really, because the fighting and everything is really crazy, because even though that Gogeta went to Super Saiyan to fight Broly, and they fight and one of their, let's say, their blasts crash into each other, and it creates like a dimensional breaking glass, which it looks really cool as well. And one of the most craziest fights of all time is Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta going against with Broly, and that, which of course it's the same fight as just like I said, but in the way that he's blasting, like the way he's using these energy, I wouldn't say energy balls or anything like that, but like his special attacks and everything, it's just like so crazy. Even Broly too, like he uses an atomic breath just like Godzilla. And that's so crazy, man. And that's gotta be really coolest things that Broly has ever done. Oh yeah, I do want to mention of the atomic breath, which I'll explain that, but not explain, but I'll talk about that later. But yeah, overall, getting sidetracked here. Overall, this figure is really not bad. Despite the articulations are the same thing, I do not mind. It's the same articulation, but I do like Gogeta. I like Gogeta. It's gotta be the one of most best fusions against the best fusion with Goku and Vegeta. Best figure. And I would say I didn't get the chance to get this review on last year. But damn, I really wish I did. And I would still call this the figure of the year last year. To me, it's the figure of the year. But I guess since we're in the 2026 now, so I would just say figure of the year to me. Well, I'm saying to other figures, what I usually have figures, if there are really good, I'm just saying this to me as a figure of the year because they're the best figures that has ever offered. That's my thing I would like to say to my figures, and honestly my opinion. But getting sidetracked again, let's go over his accessories. And here's all his accessories, same as usual, but comes with an extra accessories. So I would like to explain this. I think this one right here, they give you an extra accessories because of the coloration of his jacket. Now I do not know, but I think for this one, for both of these, this color, right? I think this is from the movie. And I think for this version is like I don't know if it's from the SH Figure Arts. What I can really think are, how can I say this? What I think is probably like the colorations, what they go for. Like, for example, like SH Figure Arts one. Like the SH Figure Arts Gogeta from the Super version. Which I don't know if that's the case, but other than that, I did like these both. I do accept this one because this is it looks like it's from the movie. And we also have this, which I do not know if that's the Kamehameha. It doesn't, well, because it doesn't really look like Kamehameha. It could be something else. Or it could be like from, I still don't know if that's Soul Punisher or something else, but I don't think this is Soul Punisher. But what I do want to talk about is this. Now for this one was pretty hard for me to put these stick into each other or try to connect to them because even the holes might be sound a little bit easily, but putting on these into them were not very easy. So just keep it in mind. And also try not to jam it too hard of it. Try not to push it in there, or else probably the figure might, not the figure, the piece might break. And that's why I didn't put them there or even put them together because I don't want to break my figures, or to break that accessory. But anyway, same thing as his face, such as the shouting face, neutral face, and the smile face, which is also from the reference from the Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, and also the same thing as well, same as Blue. And yeah, some of the same accessories, but what I could say is, I'll get into that later. I'll get into that. So, angry teeth expressions, same as Blue, and the neutral face, same as the base form. Shouting face, both the same. Yeah, but yeah, mostly the faceplates are the same thing as the form they have, such as, for example, like Super Blue has the same neutral face. Not the neutral face. They all have the same face, but with the different form or like the base form or not the form. But we have open hands. We also have this one that also connects the same thing as this. I still don't know if that's Kamehameha. I'm just gonna say it straight. It's not. I don't think it's not because if it was, it should have been blue, not yellow or whitish. But other than that, karate chop hands, claw hands, which I'm pretty sure is meant for be meant for the Kamehameha, and also an angel halo, cross arms, and also this, which also if you want to reference from the film from Dragon Ball Z, no, not Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Let me just let me grab these right here. If you want to reference from a Dragon Ball Super credit scenes, he could also do that, which I think I want to show you this. Just give me a minute. Mostly it's let me show you. You want to start with these open hands, or they look like they're grabbing something, but let me just show you. Just give me a minute. Which I hope it can works on this though. Which I think they will. I don't know if it's meant for, let's say, I don't know if it's meant for the Gogeta or for his jacket or something like that. But if you can try, then this could be the result of this. I try my best of this one, but I think in the collectors, if they try their best to do it, I think they can do a better job. You see what I mean? He grabs his sweater and just do this, showing his chest and everything, which I think that is really cool and also really cool. Like I said, really cool. And yeah, that's it. That's all his accessories, all his things around it. Let's do the comparison. Here he is next to Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. Now, the scaling is not like that accuracy, and like he's not that tall. You just gotta take off this thing, but the hair is very heavy, so here's an actual comparison. And his hair, let me just, hang on a second. Oh, sorry, let me just get this little size right here. Yeah, you can see his, are almost at the same size. Almost. Yeah, like, specifically, his hair is big. Almost in the same size. They're both in the almost, well, basically, they're almost in the same size. But not as bad as how this figure is. Well, Vegito Super Saiyan 3 is not bad. I just really wish they could have a little improvement. But there also is going to be a head sculpts they're actually selling on 5K Toys, which I'm hoping they get released this year. But yeah, not as bad as usual. Not bad. With these feet. Sorry about this one. Sorry about that though. But yeah, not bad scaling. But up to the next one. Here he is next to Beastie's Vegeta, which the Vegeta that's the one who comes with like the, sorry for the chair. That chair makes a lot of noise. But it comes with that transparent Super Saiyan God red and also that blue Super Saiyan blue. But not bad comparison. We all know Vegeta is a bit small, but he is powerful in this state, no matter his size. But I don't know if that makes a little sense. I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. Sorry. But not bad comparison. Not bad. Although I do like this figure, though. I really want to upgrade the head sculpt, actually. Like saying, like the Ultra Ego figure, I would love to find a head sculpt that is... Actually, there is actually a head sculpt they're actually selling. The Recustom are actually doing both Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from Daima and also from Ultra Ego, which I'm pretty excited to get one of those. They only cost like $40 for the head sculpt, so I might as well get this and also I might as well get that and also upgrade this one. That's what I'm trying to say. And also trying to get two. I'm thinking getting like two Daima Vegeta because, like, you know, for the Super Saiyan 3 and also, you know, just the base form. But I'm just still wondering for the... They actually did release the Super Saiyan 4 Kid Goku from Daima. I don't have that one yet, sadly. Sorry. Well, not it's fine. I don't even have to say sorry. But sadly, I don't have one. I know the aftermarket can be very expensive, especially how the aftermarket how it's going to be right now. But other than that, not bad comparison. To the next one is next to Master Ultra Instinct SE's Figure Arts Goku with a upgrade kit of the TK customized torso Goku, which is also heavily inspired by this. Well, you already know what it this torso inspired of Toritaro's chest of the Goku. But yeah, not bad scaling. So somehow, I really wish I could put my scaling or the comparison to this other Broly, which I do have it on my shelf, but I didn't review that one actually. Which that's the first issue Broly I actually have. It's a Beastides, but I didn't get the chance to review it of this Broly. I really wish I can comparison to Gogeta, but like I said, I didn't review it. So I had to review that pretty soon, mostly. I mean, either way, it's a first issue. You see what I mean. But anyway, not bad concept. I mean, not concept. Not a bad first comparison, so not bad. I really wish I had this comparison of the next to this Broly I have on my shelf, but next time. And then let's go to the final one. And here he is next to Kami-1 Gogeta from Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn. Now, well, we already know these are in the same height and the same size and the same articulation, but also not bad. I can see why the colorations are different. Sorry for that chair. My goodness, that chair makes a lot of noises. Might as well have to fix that chair any moment, sooner or later. But that's not we're focusing on that. We're focused on this. But either way, this is not really bad. These two are really spot on. This is from last year. This is from, well, both of these two are from last year. And yeah, it's not really bad. Not really bad size. They do have the size. No, sorry. They do have the same size, the articulations, and the paint and everything, but different coloration variants. So these two are different versions, such as Dragon Ball Super version and also Dragon Ball Z version. But yeah, not as bad as well. And yeah, not bad. And let's wrap this up with the final and talk about things about the figure. And that's going to be it for this video. My thoughts of this figure, it's not really bad by any means. Not bad articulation. Same as articulations as they are. Same accessories. Well, a little bit of extra pieces. And also not bad paint and sculpting of the figure. At least the foot and everything else is really great. It's just that the things were a little tight, actually. Specifically, when I was trying to pose around with this guy, his hands are really tight, specifically to put on, because I don't know. I think it's just how the Q issue is. Not like it's broken or anything. It's just like so hard to put on. So specifically, you just gotta watch your fingers, and not trying to push it too much because my fingers are a little reddish and how to see the mark of the figure. But either way, it's not bad. My thoughts of it is like pretty good figure, solid figure, not bad. I do want to talk about from earlier and from now. This is today. Now I'm very excited for this year because there is a more I have some good figures that I am very highly anticipated for, such as Anime Mythos, such as Anime Mythos Broly's, which I cannot wait. I do not know if I'm gonna get the chance to review the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Broly. I am gonna review 3 of the Broly's. of this channel, such as Super Saiyan 4, Super Saiyan, no, actually, Dark Super Saiyan 4 Broly, and also my favorite. I've been waiting for this so long, and it looks great, and I honestly gotta say it looks great, and it's Super Saiyan 5 Broly. Now, it looks pretty accurate from this fan art, which specifically almost accurate because I guess they want to keep the traditional Broly how buff he is. So they just did it like that, which I have no problems if it's not accurate. I still love the figure. And the craziest part is the same. Okay, so specifically, last year, Broly came out, the Beasties figure came out, and there's also another Broly which I am definitely going to review that pretty soon, which is called CT Studios. Now, CT Studios, what I've been hearing, was not a really bad start actually for the figures, because their new Brolys they were just coming out was the base form Broly. I don't know if that's the same studio, but they look like the same name title, but I don't know. I don't think so. But CT Studios Broly, how they are doing, specifically how can I say it? They were up on pre-order. I got mine because I was pretty interested how big of this Broly can be. And yeah, he is the same size as the Beasties Broly's, but a little bit bigger, but it looks really great. Now, I would say it's the way that the proportions of the Broly, how it looks really great. And like, even though if you want to try to get a more accurate Broly figure, then CT Studios got you. And I mean, for me, I like both. I wouldn't mind having both. Let's say CT Studios Broly. I am want to review it. I am gonna review it this year. I don't have it with me yet. The shipment order hasn't come in yet. Like for example, like 5K Toys hasn't gotten their stuff yet, so they are just ready to ship this thing to everyone else, so it's a second payment thing. But either way, when I was seeing this Broly figure, it's really not bad. It looks really good. More articulation than ever. Way accuracy. It's way more accurate, and I love it. Especially no, okay. So I want to talk about something else with the anime mythos, dude. The craziest part with anime mythos with Broly is they're gonna come with that atomic breath. With that atomic breath that looks like almost like Godzilla like. Even like Super Saiyan, the way they've revealed so much of the photos of Super Saiyan 5 is just incredible and crazy figure. Now, normally there are in the same. I thought they were going to be a little bit taller than the original Broly's, but it looks like they are in the same size as Broly's. So I guess that's no, which I don't really care. I don't have no problems with intended to it. But I wonder how CT Studios Broly's are going to do it how. Because now they're making Super Saiyan 4 and a limit breaker for battle damage or not battle damage. Even Super Saiyan 5. Like, dude, these guys are going to release, some of them are going to release on May or even March. Like for example, like for Super Saiyan 4 is going to release on March. I don't know if that information is right, but that's also kind of crazy. Which there's also a, oh yeah, Kami right here, the same studio as they made for both Gogetas, or actually are going to make a Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, which I would say these both figures of different variations are not bad. Not talking about this, but the Super Saiyan 4, I would say it's not bad. It looks really good. Um, but I've been hearing there is a little problem with the Gogeta, especially the face plates and and like the muscle. I can't really see where they're going from. The face plates, I would say the face plates, the face are not bad. It's just the face are like, they're very like this, almost like the same as the figures that we had. Specifically, like the muscles that has all the furs. Well, the furs is not bad, well detailed. It's just it looks kind of like almost the same as we had, like both, like I both have the C version right now and Super, but But yeah, I can see what they're going from, and not only that, they do have I want to talk about the variations. Now, the variations, they have the GT versions and also the other version that looks like from Fighter C, because if you put them both comparison to the C Fighters game and the figure, you see what I mean. They kind of look like, I kind of see what they're going for that figure, that variation. But there's also Anime Mythos is also making a Gogeta, which they also are upgrading the Super Saiyan 4 figure, like the pants or something like that. But either way, I'm very excited for this year. I'm very excited to review all of them. And like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna be reviewing Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Broly. It looks great how the photos, or even the video, there's even a video about it now. Some of these people are reviewing it over there at the East, like China specifically. So not bad. Not bad figures are coming this year. Cannot wait to review them. And I cannot wait to enjoy this year's figures, especially how Dragon Ball this month on January. I cannot wait to see what they're gonna announce on Dragon Ball Ganden Daya. Something like, it's an event that's coming out on January 25. I cannot wait because now they're saying they're gonna release two major projects, and there's a rumor of a video game of Xenoverse 3, which if that rumor is true, then I'm gonna be very on board that, which I wouldn't mind. And also there is two potentials of these two things, of these two major projects. I want to make this quick before I signed off or end the video. Um, there are leakers that did leak the Dragon Ball Super remake. I don't know if that's really true, but it's there. I'm hearing it's saying it's true and everything, but I don't know. I gotta really see it to believe it. I would like to believe it, but I can't really, believe it until they actually announced it. And there's another second major project which people are speculating and rumors, or people are saying it might be a season two Daima, Dragon Ball Daima, or a movie. One of those two, which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind for Super Saiyan 4. No, actually no. Sorry. I wouldn't mind seeing a Daima or a Daima season 2 or a movie about it. But yeah, but those are just some of those are people are saying, or speculations or rumors. But I cannot wait for this year to enjoy, and especially reviewing figures. And that's what I do. Sometimes I do enjoy it. Sometimes I don't. I don't really enjoy it or something else. Reviewing figures. It's not really bad. It's what I do. I like figures. I'm really into Dragon Ball. And also really into things such as Transformers, Godzilla, Sonic, and even Star Wars too. Um, yeah, and I love those things too. But that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching my videos. You can leave a comment, ask me questions, whatever you need, and also share or even like the video or even subscribe to the videos. And also, you can also ask me questions, whatever you like, in comments, whatever you like. It's no big deal. I'll try to respond to them as possible. And that's going to be it. And I will see you guys around in the next video. Peace.